Hey everybody, so just doing another quick update here. It's been a couple weeks and been a few changes to the greenhouse. Outside I think it's pretty much the same. A few more plants, a few things germinating coming up. Finally we're getting some rain and weather. Tomatoes are coming good. They look a little wilty today actually. I think they got lots of water, but it was really hot today, very hot and sunny. And I think they got a little too warm in the greenhouse, and so they're not handling it well. Hopefully we can figure out some sort of venting thing to try to get some more venting. I don't know, I may try taking off a little bit of roof in that corner, the other corner, just to let some of the heat out, because it was stinking hot in here today. Yeah, but tomatoes are coming really great. Really taking off. My watering system is working really well with a drip line underneath that mulch. You stick your hand under there and it's nice and cool, and it's just really nice in there, moist. So that's been great. Peppers are coming, still not huge, but they're coming. So that's been neat. See things take off as we've got some heat here. We did get some frost the other night and killed some stuff in the other garden, but it's still early enough in the year we can recover from it. Been doing an all comfrey feed. The injection system's been working really well. We're not feeding the stuff in the beds, but we just use it through the hose. So we got the hose reel, and I've got it rigged up here so I can turn that valve on, turn this one off, and then when I water through my hose, everything gets injected from my comfrey tea. Pretty nasty looking. Smells even worse. But man, it'll grow stuff. I don't think I've added anything to this bed. It's slowly coming, but there's not a lot of nutrients in this system right now. Hadn't really decided if I was going to actually run it as a aquaponic system or a hydroponic system this year maybe. But today I kind of took the leap. I did, you can see my test kit there, I did another test. And all the ammonia I'd added was gone. It had been converted. Now there wasn't any really nitrite or nitrate in it either, because the plants have been using it. So it was really low on nutrients. So I decided to take the leap today and added some fish. Basically I just took my inside system and pulled all the goldfish, pulled 10 of the goldfish out, 10 of the 15, and threw them in here. Can't really see them. I don't think it's too dark where it's buried down under the ground. So you can't really see. Catch a little glimpse of one maybe, but they're way down in there. You can see I got lots of aeration. I got water coming down from the grow bed above. This is just a kind of an extra line so nothing gets deadheaded, but it also adds a little bit of natural aeration as a backup in case my air pump goes down. And then the back corner and in this corner I've got a couple air stones going. So lots of aeration in there, nice and cool, water in there, and I keep this all closed up so that to keep it insulated, keep the light reflecting off, and cut down on the algae buildup. Kind of made some changes here today. One thing I've been really happy with, goji berries love water. That seems to be the lesson I'm taking away from this. You can see the roots coming off the bottom there. A little bit of algae in this system, having some issue just from the light around the edge here. We're getting a lot of algae growth. So I'm gonna have to come up with something to cover this, to keep that algae from growing in there. The other thing we did today, I'm hoping is gonna work, is I switched out a bunch of these pots and put lettuce. So this is all head lettuce. Every one of these has head lettuce in it. So that's gonna be primarily what we try to grow here. We got a little bit of this basil, not looking so great. It's pretty burnt. Basil doesn't like that full sun and the extreme heat, I don't think. I think it likes the heat, but it doesn't like the full sun. And it's struggling a little bit where I've put it in here. And the parsley is stuff that had been stunted early when it got so hot in here. We had a little problem in the spring with opening things up, and it got too hot. So it's a little stunted. It's starting to come back now. So I'm hoping this lettuce all takes off once it gets some nutrients and gets some roots put down into the water. The goji berries certainly liked it. But they've all been doing really well. We'll see them in a bit. The other thing we did today is I turned on this system. Now this originally was going to be for strawberries, and we just didn't have time this year to get our strawberry order in, and with everything else we had to build this spring to have everything going. So I just decided, hey, why not utilize some of this extra space for some of the stuff we don't have room for in the garden. So let's experiment and just see what does well. So we've got all kinds of little stuff. I've got a basil there that we'll see how it does. That's a sage. There's a stevia plant. Never grown stevia before, so that's a bit of an experiment. Some celery. And this is all something called pineapple sage I picked up from work. They were giving it away. I don't know, we'll see what it does. It's looking nice and healthy. These are a bunch of melons. We're going to try some melons, hanging them. And we've got some lemon thyme down here. And I've still got lots more pots that I can throw into that system if we have anything else herb-wise. These are sea buckthorns. They're doing great. They're really loving it. And these goji berries, I don't know if you remember what I had last time. They were pretty sickly. These things have grown like 2 inches in the last week and greened, like greened right up. They were looking more like this one. Not really healthy, kind of brown, not doing so great. And I've been laying the water and the comfrey tea through the water to them every day. Every watering they get, feed, and they've been doing great. Repotted these honey locusts here. They're looking a little bit happier as well. And yeah, just we've cleaned out a bunch of this stuff and put a whole bunch of this stuff out in the gardens. There'll be more of it going out. These goji berries got to go out in the swales here in the next week or two. And yeah, the melons. Oh, these melons love the heat in here. They're going nuts. They've grown like, they've probably quadrupled, maybe 10 times the size in the last week. They're loving it. A little volunteer dill plant here. Kind of grew up from somewhere. We must have had some dill planted there last year or something. It's grown up. I just left it, worked around it. I got some more gravel in. You can see I graveled most of the way down my rows. It's heavy work, so just do it slowly over the summer and I'll get it all done. And that's about it. I got to finish down here. I cut this hole for a door. We're going to put a door in this other end. I just cut it open today in order to just try to get some ventilation going. And yeah, that's about it. Not a whole lot new other than those things. Things seem to be fairly happy, and if I can regulate the temperatures a little bit through the day and not have it get quite so hot, I think some things like the peppers and tomatoes will have a lot more success with them when they get ready to start fruiting. We've pruned everything here and I weeded stuff. You can see we got some strings up for climbing. I'm going to try to get stuff to climb up those. I didn't have any more string. I've got to get some more and finish this up, but hopefully that'll keep stuff off the ground. But yeah, so that's it. So thanks for watching, and probably be another update, I don't know, another couple weeks or a month. As soon as something significant happens, and I usually try to post an update. Any questions or comments, feel free to throw them in the comment section and I'll answer them. Thanks.